Hello everyone. I hope you are happy, healthy, and excited to learn some new things. In today's video, we will try to solve a session ending examination of class 5 subject English. The first section, which is CG2, consists of the 15 marks, and you will see three comprehension passages from this section. So let us directly start with the first one. The helpful tree. In a small village, there was a big mango tree near a playground. The tree was very old, but it was strong and full of green leaves. Every afternoon, children came to play under the tree. They sat in its shade, climbed its branches, and ate the sweet mangoes. One summer, the village became very hot. There was little water, and people felt tired all day. Why? Because of the lack of water. The mango tree gave cool shades to the villagers who rested under it. Birds built nests on its branches, and travelers stopped to relax near it. One day, a woodcutter came to the village and wanted to cut down the mango tree. The villagers became worried. They explained how the tree helped everyone by giving shade, fruit, and shelter to birds. The woodcutter understood their feelings and decided not to cut the tree. The villagers were very happy. They promised to take care of the tree and protect all the trees in the village. So let's start with the first question. Where was the mango tree located? As we have seen and read on the passage, that there was a big mango tree near a playground in a village. So we will write the answer like the mango tree was located in a village near a playground. The second one, what did the children do under the tree? So as we can see here, every afternoon children came to play under the tree. They sat in its shade, climbed its branches, and ate the sweet mangoes. So now we can briefly write it as the children played under the tree, sat in its shade, climbed its branches, and ate the sweet mangoes. Third one, why was the village unhappy during the summer? The answer is because a woodcutter wanted to cut the mango tree. We can trace the answer here in the passage. The villagers became worried. Why? Because one day a woodcutter came to the village and wanted to cut down the mango tree. So we can briefly write it as because a woodcutter wanted to cut the mango tree. That was the reason that everyone in the village was unhappy. Fourth one, who wanted to cut down the tree? We can trace the answer in the passage. One day, a woodcutter came to the village and wanted to cut down the tree. This is the answer of the fourth one, which is this. A woodcutter wanted to cut the tree. We can write the answer briefly as this. Fifth one, find the words from the passage that means upset. So upset is similar like if you are worried, if you are anxious. So the villagers became worried. It is written there. So worried is the answer. They were worried, they were upset because the woodcutter wanted to cut the tree. Second part, people who travel from one place to another. So the people who travel to one place to another, they are called as travelers. Okay, so let us write the answer, and it is written here only, traveler. Okay, now we are on the second question. Read the passage and answer the following question. This question is also of 5 marks. So let us begin. During the festival of Diwali, the demand for glass bangles increased. Diwali is the festival of lights, a time of celebration and joy. And glass bangles were popular among women at this time. Popular means famous. Women, this is the plural form of woman. Ravi's workshop was busier than ever, with artisans working around the clock to meet the demand. Working around the clock means to work 24/7. To meet the demand means to satisfy the demand or to complete the demand. Ravi's daughter, Ravi's daughter Ananya had completed her schooling. She was eager to help her father in his work. Eager means excited. She was excited to work with her father. She had an eye for design and wanted to put modern elements into traditional Bengal designs. To had an eye for designs means she had a good judgment about designs. Okay. Ravi was supportive but concerned about maintaining the authenticity of their traditional craft. Concern means he was worried about maintaining the authenticity, the originality, the trueness of their traditional craft. Now let's start with the questions. So the question number 1. Why did the artisans work around the clock on some occasions? So the answer is to fulfill the demand of certain goods. Okay, to meet the demands of the certain goods on some occasions. In this case, it was a festival. Second question is, who was Ananya? So Ananya was Ravi's daughter. Now we can trace this answer here. Look, Ravi's daughter Ananya. It is mentioned there that Ravi's daughter Ananya had completed her schooling. So it means that Ananya was Ravi's daughter. So the answer is by adding modern elements into their traditional designs. And we can trace this answer here. She was eager to help her father, and she had an eye for designs and wanted to put modern elements into the traditional Bengal designs. Okay, and we can briefly write it as she wanted to help her father by adding modern elements into their traditional designs. Okay, so let's go for the fourth one. What was Ravi's concerned about? What was Ravi concerned about? So the answer is he was concerned about maintaining the authenticity of their traditional craft. And we can trace back answer, and we can trace this answer here. Ravi was supportive. He was very supportive to his daughter, but however he was concerned about maintaining the authenticity of the traditional craft, right? So we have traced the answer here. And now let us go for the fifth one. Give 3 words that you can associate with bangles. Bangle. So bangle is a round, you can say. It is brittle. It can break very easily, and it is colorful, right? So these are the 3 words associated with bangle. Now we are on the question number 3rd, that is read the poem and answer the questions. This is also the part of the reading comprehension, but now we have a poem instead of the paragraph. So let us start, and this poem is taken from, and this stanza is taken from the poem Vocation, which is composed by Rabindranath Tagore. So let us start. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning, I walk to school by a lane. Now, what is a gong? Gong is a disc-shaped instrument that we hit with a danka, and it make a very loud sound. So whenever that sounds come, and it comes in 10 in the morning, 10 a.m. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning, and I walk to school by a lane. Lane is narrow road. Every day I meet the hawker crying, bangles, crystal bangles. There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road, crying, bangles, crystal bangles. Okay, It means every day when he used to go to school, he used to meet the hawker and he used to say out very loud. यहाँ पर crying का मतलब है, the meaning of the crying is bangle, crystal bangles, means he used to say it very loud. There is nothing to hurry him, or there is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come. It means he had complete freedom of his time. He can do whatever he want to do. He can roam around the places he wanted to go. There was nothing fixed. So that quality, that freedom was very intriguing and very interesting to the child. The composer, in this case, Rabindranath Tagore, and he's saying that I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road crying, bangle, crystal bangles, just like the hawker. So let us start with the questions. The first question is, who is the speaker of the poem? So the answer is a young school going child. Now, how do we come to this conclusion? Mm, when the gong sound 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane. So in this line, we come to know that the speaker is a school going child. Okay. So the second question is, why does the speaker want to be a hawker? The answer is, the speaker wants to be hawker because he feels that hawker is free. And we can trace the answer in these lines. There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, and no time when he must come home. So these lines indicate the freedom of the hawker. So this freedom is very intriguing to the little child. That's why he wants to be a hawker. So let us get on with the third question. What kind of bangles is the hawker selling? So he is telling that, and you can write the answer. The hawker is selling crystal bangles, or you can say glass bangles. Okay, crystal bangles, glass bangles. Now find one word from the passage that means an ancient instrument. Ancient होता है पुराना, old. Ancient instrument which produces a resounding tone. So the answer is in the first line. When the gong sound 10 in the morning. Gong is a disc shaped instrument which we hit by a danka and it gives a very resounding sound. Last one. What is the theme of the poem? So the answer is the longing, which means desire, the longing for freedom and the innocent desire for an unrestricted life. Which means whenever he sees the people like a hawker, a gardener, or a watchman, for the child, each one of them seems to be free and enjoying their time. So he also wants to enjoy and be free like them. So that is the main theme of the poem. So now we are on the next part, which is the CG3. This is creative writing part. You have to write certain things in it, and this will also consist of the three questions. Each one is of 5 marks. So let us start. Imagine that you are a farmer. Write a letter to your friend about the incident and the decision of the panchayat. This is taken from the lesson, the decision of the panchayat, and whatever the story of the lesson, you have to write it in a concise manner. बहुत ब्रीफ में आपको ये लिखना है और ये समझाना है कि what happened. So let us try. Dear friend XYZ, since the name is not written, that to whom you have to write the name, so I have written XYZ. You can also exclude it. आप यहाँ तक भी लिखेंगे dear friend, तभी भी ये सही है. Okay. Dear friend, something happened last week which I wanted to share with you. Okay. I bought a well from my neighbor for my fields. Bought खरीदना, well from my neighbor for my fields. अपने खेतों के लिए उन्होंने एक कुआं खरीदा. But after buying the well, he refused me to take the water. So I took the matter to the पंचायत. Matter का मतलब है यहाँ पर मामला, बात, किस्सा. जो उनके साथ अन्याय हो रहा था वो उन्होंने इस मैटर को, इस बात को पंचायत तक लेके गए. After listening to both of us, the panchayat gave a fair decision in my favor. Fair is correct. True. Okay. After listening, हमको सुनने के बाद, after, बाद, to both of us, the panchayat gave a fair decision. Now the P of the panchayat has been written in the capital letters because panchayat, that particular panchayat, is a proper noun. So that's why we have to write the initial letter of panchayat in capitals. Gave a fair decision in my favor. In my favor means whosoever is writing the letter. So the farmer is writing the letter in this time. The neighbor was ashamed of his behavior. Ashamed होता है शर्मिंदा होना. शर्मिंदा होना. The neighbor was ashamed of his behavior. I was, this is wrongly written, I was overjoyed with the fair decision of the panchayat. I was overjoyed. मैं खुशी से भरा हुआ था. Okay. With the fair, fair मैंने जैसा आपको पहले बताया, that is correct. Decision of the panchayat. Decision is फैसला. Okay, so this is how we can briefly briefly write a letter. Okay, so let us get on with the next one. Now the second question. Think of any outdoor game that is played in a group. Write about it in about 150 words. So I have chosen the game football. So while writing it, how you have to write it? You can write very simple and very easy words, easy lines. I like many games, but I love to play football. This is very easy and very simple line. So try to get more information and try to think about the game, that it is a national game, it is an international game, how it is played and where it is played. So you can give all these information and you can follow up with your passage. So let us follow. It is an international game. It is played on a rectangular field. It is played between two teams. Each team consists of 11 players. Very easy. These are very easy and very simple lines. It is the most it is the most famous game in the entire world. It is the national game of France, Italy, Brazil and some other countries. Okay, so you can get some information about that particular game. If you don't have the information about this particular game, then you can also add some more detail about the game. A football match usually lasts about 90 minutes. Now we are on the CG4 part, which is the grammar part, and it is consists of 10 marks. So let us get on with it. Write two words that end in er. So this is a very simple question. This is teacher, uh, her, mother, father. There are many more words which ends in er. So you have to fulfill the condition that the word must end with er. So these all words end with er. So this is your, you can write any two of these. Choose the correct words. So let's see the question. These crayons belong to me. They are, so belong to me, and this is the possessive pronoun. So mine is the possessive pronoun for me. So mine will be the answer. Next part is circle the word that is different in meaning from the underlined word. Oh, the word has not been underlined here. It is for this word, unique. Suppose the unique is underlined. So now the fort is known for its unique style. So we have, for out of these three words, you have to find a word which is different from the word meaning of unique. So unique means something which is not very usual, which is different. So different is also means like unique, and unusual is also like unique. So the different meaning is common. So common is correct answer. Next, write a 7-letter word starting with R. So, starting with R, 7-letter words: rain, ing, raining. This is 7-letter word starting with R. Write one compound word. So, what is a compound word? Compound word is a word which are made from two different words. Like, let me give you an example: rail plus way, and it is equal to railway. So rail has a different meaning, way has a different meaning, and when they are joined together they form a word and it has altogether different meaning. That is like sun is Suraj, flower is fool, and sunflower is the name of a flower, right? So these are compound words. So we can choose any one of these two. Write one word for narrow path. Narrow हिंदी में इसको हम बोलते हैं संकरा, पतला, पाथ, रास्ता, पतला रास्ता, संकरा रास्ता, रास्ता, लेन, गली जिसको हम बोलते हैं, नैरो लेन, गली. Okay. Circle the abstract noun. Goodness, Himalaya, and classrooms. So, a very simple trick for that is whenever something is spoken about the abstract noun, you cannot sense with the five senses. Cannot sense with the five senses that we have, that is touch, the sense of looking, the sense of smelling, the sense of tasting, the sense of hearing. We cannot perceive this with this. So Himalaya is a mountain range, we can go there, we can touch it. Classroom is a place, we can go there, we can sit in a classroom, but we can never find goodness sitting with you. We can only feel it, but we cannot see it, we cannot sense it, we cannot smell it. So goodness is the abstract noun. Rewrite the sentences using punctuation. So punctuation is the use of punctuation marks like full stop, comma, sign of interrogation, sign of exclamation, and all others. Did the customer love the new bangles? So whenever the helping verb comes at front, it means it is a question. So whenever the question is there, we have to put a question mark at the end. Very simple. And the first will be in capital. So this will be the correct answer. Rewrite the sentence. So we have written the sentence again. Did the customers love the new bangles? So will be the correct answer. Next one is the soldier fought bravely. A sentence has been given and this is the question. The soldiers fought bravely. We have to look at this sentence and we have to tell this bravery. Bravely here is an adjective, verb, or adverb. So bravely refers to the fight. Okay, and it is telling something about the work. It is adding something to the verb कि वो लड़े, लेकिन वो कैसे लड़े, वो बहादुरी से लड़े. So this is the manner, adverb of manner. So this is an adverb. Which word is a verb? Sleeping quickly, blue. Blue is a noun. Quickly, कोई काम जल्दी से करना, that is an adverb. कोई काम कैसे हो रहा है, adverb. Sleeping, सोना, that is a verb. So this will be the correct answer. Sleeping. Change the sentence into simple present tense. I had eaten an apple. This is the past perfect tense. I had eaten an apple. So we will go with like this. Uh, verbs first form. I eat an apple. This is your answer. This is how you will change a sentence into simple present tense. Okay. Choose the correct option. He dash never forgotten his bag. Have, has, are. So he takes a has. Okay. I वी के साथ हमेशा हैव आता है, बाकी यू के साथ हैव आता है. थर्ड पर्सन प्लूरल के साथ भी हैव आता है. सो थर्ड पर्सन singular number always takes an has with it. So he is a third person and it is a single in number, so it will take a has with it. Has. Fill the collective noun. Collective noun, a deck of cards. Deck of cards. Choose the correct spelling. This is the correct spelling. This is wrong. This is wrong. Change the sentence into plural. We have to rewrite the sentence and change it into plural. So noun is changed into plural. The children, so there is, but with children we have to use are. So the children are playing. This is the correct answer. Complete the sentence using comparative form of the adverb. Adverb. काम हुआ लेकिन कैसे हुआ? Your performance in science is bad. This is the form of adverb, comparative form of adverb. Now we have to Put it in the sentence. Now we have to fill this blank. Your performance in science is bad, but it is maths. But in maths, it is worse. Comparative degree of bad is worse. So that's it for today's video. Thank you and have a nice day.